everyone, this is your introduction to Module 5, Integrative Therapies 1, the Alternative Complementary Healing Experience. This module is narrated by Kim Blumenfeld, lead faculty of the Healing Environments and Practice course at the University of Arizona College of Nursing. You're now halfway through this course. Yay! Now it's time to begin to get familiar with and participate in some alternative healing techniques which will benefit your own healing as a nurse. Your task for this week is to participate in a complementary alternative healing class. Please choose your class or technique that you are curious about and one you would be comfortable sharing with your patients. You may do this in person, or you may do this online, whichever meets your schedule and your preference. After attending the class, you will write a 3 to 4 page paper on the experience. Specific guidelines for the assignments are included in your course requirement guidelines. Some online sites for classes are also included in the information. In practicing alternative complementary nursing, we are discovering ways to help our patients and ourselves recognize, cope with, and manage stress. This is so important because of the negative health implications of stress. To have power over the way we cope with stress through use of alternative techniques such as relaxation, deep breathing, yoga, tai chi, use of mantras, imagery, and many, many other modalities gives control back to us and helps to bring peace. And peace is what we all need to strive for in our lives. Peace is what we hope that all of our patients experience so they can heal in whatever ways they need. I hope you experience a fun new way to heal yourself this week. Enjoy the class and the benefits it brings you. So first step is to choose an alternative complementary healing modality that you are interested in experiencing. So first you're going to participate in a class or session for this modality, either in person or virtually. Now I would like you to listen very carefully for what I'm going to say about the requirements of this bullet point. There are links provided to you on the overview page in D2L for this assignment. These links are meant to introduce you to modalities you might not be familiar with. You can only use a virtual modality if you are having an experiential experience. This means that you are actually doing the yoga, actually doing Qigong, actually meditating, etc. To clarify, if you are watching a Reiki, healing touch, pet therapy, horse therapy video, you cannot use this as your choice. Certainly, if you are doing a Reiki session with someone or healing touch session with someone, working with pets in therapy, or doing a horse therapy class, then of course you can use that choice and write about it. Just remember, you must experience the therapy yourself. If you have any questions about this, please use the Ask the Professor board for your section. So after the session you've selected, you're going to reflect on and record the following. How did you feel before the class or session? How did you feel immediately after the class? Do you have any sustained or lasting effect from the experience? So now we'll review the paper guidelines and the rubric of this assignment. So first you're going to describe your personal experience with the modality. You're going to clearly describe your experience, clearly discuss the rationale for your choice, and then give an in-depth self-reflection on thoughts about the experience and personal impact. Then you're going to summarize the healing modality that you chose, and you're going to discuss that through evidence-based literature that you have used to learn about the modality. So first you're going to give an in-depth definition and description of the selected modality, and then you'll follow that with an in-depth discussion of the therapeutic value of this selected modality. You should include what you find out are the physiological, psychological, and spiritual benefits that can be gained when using this therapy. Lastly, in your paper, you're going to discuss strategies to integrate the alternative complementary healing modality into your own self-care. And then you're going to discuss strategies to apply knowledge about and experience with the alternative complementary modality into your own clinical practice. So what do we mean when we ask you to clearly describe an experience and rationale? What is meant is that we don't want to see a one-line, two-line response to this particular requirement, like the yoga session was great. Instead, we want you to tell your story. Tell your story here. How did you first choose? What guided you to this choice? How were you feeling when you were driving to, or first came to your appointment, or first sat down for your virtual session? What was going through your mind before and after and during? When we ask you to give an in-depth description, the expectation is for insightful self-reflection or extensive research that you did when defining and describing. Lastly, you will discuss the strategies. You're going to consider each requirement and comprehensively describe how you will implement that into your open life, and you apply this new experience in your clinical practice. So this paper allows you 3 to 4 pages without the title page and reference pages. A clue that you did not comprehensively cover each requirement of each category of the rubric will be that you did not fill out completely those 3 to 4 pages. So we come to the end of the Module 5 introduction. I want you to please enjoy this opportunity. I know that some of you might have hated every one of the modules in this course. You really don't see the point in it all, and that's understandable. But if you are still unclear of why nurses need self-care, listen to the video on the next slide. Peace, everyone.
Dear, he's pulled up fully out of the game. Can you help me, please?
Hey, you better get in there. That colostomy bag needs to be changed before it bursts, and we have a problem. Excuse me, how do I get to the gift shop? And do they have daisies? Not roses, daisies. Her room is very dull and needs some color.
Nurse, what's taking so long? My mother's screaming in pain.
Supervisor, you have a call on line 1.
Mr. Reyes' blood sugar is only 53, so it's really low. Don't give him anything, only juice with sugar, then recheck it in 15 minutes, and will you call me?
Could you please call the kitchen? I did not get my coffee today.